Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Miss Jennifer Griffin, accompanied by her fellow board member, Susanna Quinn.
Thank you. Before we begin, I want to give special thanks to my friends and family. None of us would get through a cancer diagnosis without our loved ones. I want to thank my mom and my husband, Greg, who are here with us tonight. My mom is a 2-time cancer survivor, and she inspires me every day. I also want to remind you one last time to place your final bids for the silent auction. Bidding closes at 9:30 p.m. sharp, and you don't want to miss out on these amazing auction items. Get those bids in. It's almost time for one of my favorite parts of the evening, the Lighting the Way to Prevention Pledge Drive. I love this part of the program because it's an opportunity for us to truly show our support for the Prevent Cancer Foundation and fund the important work the foundation does all year long. I'd like to hand the podium over now to my dear friend and cancer survivor and one of your Gala co-chairs, Susanna Quinn. She will be introducing you to our honorary patron. Susanna?
Okay. I told everybody at my table that they would be fed if they clapped. Okay, do we have everyone's attention? Do we have everyone's attention? We're going to introduce a very important guest. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. As cancer survivors, you and I both know all too well what comes with a cancer diagnosis. The darkness when you're not sure what's to come, the pain of recovery, the immeasurable and necessary support of family and friends, thank you, at table 21. I would not be here were it not for many of you, and the drive to do all we can so that others don't have to go through what we did. I'm so proud to share the stage with another cancer survivor, our honorary patron, Australian Ambassador Arthur Sinodinos. And I want to give a special shout out to his wife, Elizabeth, who is so much fun. Thank you, Elizabeth. So gorgeous, so much fun, so energetic, and has just helped with the planning of this every step of the way. I love you. You're amazing. He's alive today because of your support. So the ambassador has graciously agreed to open the Lighting of the Way to Prevent Cancer with his personal story of cancer survivorship. I was going to say, please join me in welcoming him to the stage, but I was talking while he was walking up to the stage. So on brand. Welcome.
G'day, g'day. That's what we say in Australia. Look, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm one of the lucky ones. Mine was caught in the nick of time. Some of my fellow patients, younger, fitter, and with so much to live for, were not so fortunate. Survivors are grateful to be alive, but we live with a fear that it may return, and they are making or trying to make the best use of their reprieve. The incomparable Olivia Newton-John, who passed away recently, had 3 bouts of cancer in 3 decades. She didn't curl up in self-pity, but faced into it, pouring her energy into good works. Importantly, the Olivia Newton-John Cancer Wellness and Research Centre in Melbourne, Australia, which treats patients from all around the world. What a role model for all of us. My cancer journey began early one morning at an airport lounge. I felt part of my lower lip go numb. I thought I was having a stroke. The doctors found no signs of neurological damage, but over the next few months, I lost weight rapidly, experienced night sweats, and my legs felt like I was wading through wet sand. 3 months of tests, including a bone marrow biopsy, uncovered a stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. a diffuse large B-cell lymphoma to be precise for the aficionados. It was aggressive, but eminently treatable according to the doctor. And I clung for dear life to this prognosis through my treatment. One day, I was a busy senior senator and minister in the government. The next, I was a hospital inmate with a port inserted into my chest. My journey felt long and uncertain. I wondered, will I die soon? Will I see my children grow up? Who will look after them if I'm gone? Was the disease a punishment or a result of my lifestyle? Could I lose my ability to walk, talk, or eat? My mind was like a prison cell with negative thoughts stuck in there. But I realized I held the key to that prison door. It all came down to how I handled it. First, I took the advice of a psychologist friend and hypnotist who suggested visualizing happy scenes like going to the beach or a river burbling away to counter the negativity. Second, I focused laser-like on the treatment, and there was plenty to concentrate the mind with grueling multiple rounds of treatment, in and out of hospital, a chemo regime that I thought nearly killed me, and I even got sepsis after the second round. 6 months later, I received a bone marrow transplant to create new, healthy blood cells. Again, I was lucky. A near-perfect match for my bone marrow was found in a young man in Germany. I hope one day I can find him and thank him for the precious gift of life he has made possible. Wherever he is, give him a round of applause. My immunity was driven down to zero so that my body would not reject the transplant. Then came 6 months of quarantine away from the family to protect against infections. In the meantime, I dealt with the side effects of the transplant, some of which remain to this day. Recovery involved the odd return to hospital and a regime of outpatient treatment to build up my blood cells and physical rehabilitation. I'd lost 30 kilos. As you can see, I've more than put them back on. At the beginning of 2019, I was able to return to full-time work. So, am I a better, more compassionate and wiser person? Have I found some higher purpose? Am I making a better use of the time than before I was sick? That's for others to judge, whether that's right or not. But I have learned to ask for and appreciate other people's help. I do have a better understanding of suffering, of human frailty, and how the mind can help or sabotage us. I think life for me now is more in proportion. I don't sweat the small stuff as much. But importantly, I've found a new purpose as a cancer survivor, putting back into the community that kept me alive. In Australia, that meant advocating for increased support for research and treatment, establishing cancer survivorship programs, and mentoring cancer patients. That's why I'm here tonight, to salute your commitment to the cause, to encourage your generosity, and to assure you that the Prevent Cancer Foundation will not rest until cancer is stopped in its tracks. Dear friends, let me quote the stirring words of one who was disabled but overcame much physical suffering to be a truly consequential President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Sorry, Franklin. When it comes to cancer, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having us. Thank you for honouring Australia. Have a great night and give generously.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for sharing your inspiring story with all of us. The beauty and resilience of Australia have certainly been reflected here tonight, and we heard that same beauty and resilience in your story. May we all carry with us the lessons you shared tonight. And now to lead the evening's pledge drive, I'd like to welcome to the stage NBC4 scene correspondent, host of the Tommy and Kelly Show, and one of 2021's Washingtonians of the Year, Tommy McFly.
There we go. How's everybody doing? We covered over the fountain, so we figured we'd come out here and ask you to help us out. Ted and I have the absolute best job of the night. We get to help you help research to prevent cancer. How awesome does that sound? So as we got up here, we just sent you a text message to your phone. So grab your phone, the device you've been taking selfies with, click that link, and we are going to try to raise $50,000 in the room right now.
That's right. And listen, you've all heard the stories. My wife, Susan, over there, a month ago, we had to go to the funeral of one of her best friends. Her husband died after a 3-year fight with cancer. I don't want to go to any more funerals for cancer. So let's prevent it. Let's raise $50,000. Let's put the money to good use. And everybody, pull out your wallets. People are running around there. It's very easy to donate, and let's do it. And look, here's the star. I'm just like the Vanna White to Tommy. But Tommy and I share a common bond, and that is Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So,
only the best people come from Scranton.
only the best people come from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
And so we would love to grab your help on this. If you can click that link and you can support any way that you can, your contribution will pop up on the screen. I promise I won't be on the screen all night long, but your contribution will pop up on the screen and you can support in the way that makes sense to you. Now, I do want to ask, can anybody in the room who does not have cancer, please raise your hand? If you are lucky that you do not have cancer, please raise your hand. I would think that an organization called Prevent Cancer would be something you'd want to invest in. So please, use that other hand, take out your
Reach
phone,
in.
and support us with this today. We are going to prevent cancer.
Absolutely. So let's rock and roll. Let's everybody get up. And by the way, here's the deal. The faster we reach 50,000, then the more you don't have to listen to us. And I know my crowd over there doesn't want to hear any more from me. So reach in your wallets. Let's get $50,000 plus and let's do it.
And let me tell you good news. The reason why we decided $50,000, I love breaking news. I love saying breaking news, boom, the whole thing happens. Normally it's like Lady Gaga went to Cafe Milano. However, tonight, the great news is that the Shore Family Foundation has pledged $50,000 to this drive to help light the way for prevention. We're trying to match that generous donation of $50,000 from the Shore Family Foundation, and we are on the way. I want to say thanks to Carol and Jared and Mallory and Stacy. I want to say thanks to Darren and Kathleen. If you are at their tables, let's hear it. I want to say thank you to Joseph and Marianne for getting involved. Michael, thank you very much for your support.
Come on, we're at 20. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting close. We're at 20.
And now is also a great time. If you are, I'm not going to look anybody in the eye, but if you are a guest of somebody who purchased the table tonight, now might be the time to grab your phone and click the link and support. Again, no one in the eyes, not looking anyone in the eyes, but it would be a great time for you to show your host some support and help out tonight. Because as we heard the stories, we heard the ambassador, we heard my sweet friend Susanna, we heard the personal stories that everyone has, because everyone knows someone who has lost their battle to cancer.
So, wait a minute. Tommy asked you all. Tommy asked
Hey!
you all. Look at that! Whoa! Hey.
Barack
Tommy.
Strategies, anonymous donor,
Look at
Rachel
that.
Solomon.
Look
Let's
at
keep
that.
it going.
Okay, let's hit 100.
Let's hit
Let's
100.
go to 100.
Let's make it happen.
100.
Woo.
Come on, let's go at 100.
I'm feeling great about this. Thank you, everyone, for making your donations happen. Rachel Solomon, Sarah, Angela. Thank you, Doug. Stephanie and Mark Stewart.
Hey, we're close. We're close.
Peter Pappas, thank you so much. I love the Greeks. I'm married to one. I appreciate the help, Peter Pappas. Thanks for getting involved. Daniel, Mark, thank you very much for your help. Table 40, how's it going? Not looking anybody in the eye, but I want to make sure we have 100% participation over here. We got 100% at the table? Sir, you look very trustworthy. What's your name?
Dave Kogan.
Dave says we got 100%. That's great. How about table 85? How we doing? Do we have 100%? All right, 100% at table 85. My home table, I gave you all a minute. Do we have 100% participation? Yes, we have a question. Jamie, should I come and bring you the microphone?
Good job. Patty Jewell, good job. I saw it up there. That's my dance partner right there. Patty Jewell, good job.
Yes, we have a very important question, Ted. Jamie Duros had a great question.
Yes.
If I don't have a link or I didn't register, what can I do? We thought this through. We have a plan. We would like a volunteer. We have amazing volunteers that prevent cancer. Let's hear it for our volunteers.
Yes.
Please go see this beautiful woman in the pink dress. She wants to make a donation on a card.
Yes.
Thank you
Get
very
over
much.
here.
Right here, table 41.
Right over here.
Hashtag
Look at
prevent
Claire,
cancer.
Andrew, Erica, Nicholas Ferreros. Good job, Nick.
Thank you very much. We got another card right over here. I'm going to come grab your card personally. Thank you very much.
We're at 90. Tommy, we're at 90.
Jeremy,
Philip,
thank you very
Peter,
much.
Heidi.
Jeremy,
Terry,
thank you very much.
Aaron Darling, good job.
And so if you're not like a millennial or a Gen Zer and you want to use the cards, that's great because this card has $1,000 on it.
All right.
We love to see that. Thank you very much, Jeremy. We are so close to hitting $100,000, and I
Erica,
promise
Justin.
you can all dance on the fountain because there's a fountain under here, and that's pretty cool.
All right.
And also, we've tested it, so you're
Right.
going to be fine.
That's right.
$94,330.
We're close.
So, Ted, as we wrap up, I want to ask everyone in the room one question. I would love it if you could please, for us and for Prevent Cancer, could you stretch for us? And I'm not asking you to like stretch in the suit you had pre-pandemic, because I know I couldn't right now. But I want you to put a number in that makes you just stretch a little bit. A number that makes you just a little nervous. I'm not asking that your kid can't go to private school anymore. I am asking that when the credit card bill comes next month, you go, ooh, right, I did that. But I did that to fight cancer, and I did that to support. So as we wrap up here tonight, as we get so close to $100,000, that's my ask. Will you please stretch right now for Prevent Cancer? Thank you very much, everyone, for considering. Thank you for stretching, and thank you for the work you're doing, because I know we're going to hit $100,000 in the next minute or so.
It's going. It's going.
What? What? We got 10. We got 5. We got 5. We got 5 over here.
All right.
Which, I'm not the best at math. I think that puts us at $103,000.
All right.
Prevent Cancer, thank you so much. Let's get the party started. What do you say?
I think it is, but look, we haven't hit 100.
This is a
I wanna
legit, but
see
wait, there's
100 up
more
there,
moment.
Tommy.
Nancy Cordes, thank you so much. Ricky, thank you. Sarah, thank you. Deanna, Marianne, and Joseph. George,
We're
thank
there.
you.
We're getting close.
Doreen, thank
We're
you.
getting close. We're getting close.
Oh. Ted, what do we got?
Thank you.
What's the number?
$1,000.
$1,000. Way!
Yay!
$100,000.
Hey!
There we go.
Hey.
It is my. Well, hang on. We may have some more breaking news. What's going on? I thought so. I thought so. So as we get off the stage and let this amazing band do their thing, by the way, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, amazing. Nicely done. This number puts us over $2.1 million raised.
And that's a record.
This is a record for the Prevent Cancer Gala. Thank you for helping us make history tonight. Thank you for being here and getting all dressed up and stretching with us. And we'll see you on the dance floor.
Appreciate it. Thank you all.
Thank